your psychiatrist? Does he beat around the bush? What's he prescribing you? Lexapro, Xanax, it barely lets you function, but you can at least manage a dose to dull the panic. But now you never smile. The kids can't get you to play, so they feel like they're on trial.
What's up, everybody? I'm Skullz, and today we're gonna be checking out Jimmy by Tool. I'll be listening to Intermission going into it, though. So we just got off of Hooker with a P, and that was a weird song. That was a weird Tool song. Definitely unlike any Tool song I heard. To me, it seemed like it was a response to a fan that said that Tool has sold out. And basically the response was, look, we're all a part of the system. We're all trying to get by. We're all consumers in this capitalistic society. And I think that's a very valid point. I mean, we're all stuck in the system and we all kind of have to play accordingly to this game. And it's not selfish. I mean, it's just like we're all just trying to sell our labor. And you can't criticize someone else for selling their labor when you're buying their labor. And I love how smart but aggressive Maynard came across in that song. Just a whole bunch of fuck yous. There was a whole bunch of sarcasm in there. A lot like Eulogy with the whole like, we'll miss him, he had a lot of nothing to say. But it's still early in my interpretation for that song. I've only listened to it about 2 more times, so it might grow on me a little bit more. But I will say this, I do think that in terms of the placement in the album, in terms of like pacing and everything, it was a good spot for the song. Especially considering the heaviness of H in 46 and 2 put together. Hooker with a Penis was kind of a nice, more lighthearted, funny song. And after all that heaviness, it felt like I kind of needed a break, especially if I was listening to all of that back to back to back. That was a good place to kind of pump the brakes on the heaviness and just kind of let us decompress mentally a little bit. But either way, I'm excited today. I've heard that Jimmy is a favorite to some people in the comments. I do try to steer away from spoilers, so if I see people talking about songs that I haven't heard of yet, I won't read the rest of it. Most of you guys have been great and you haven't spoiled anything for me, but there have been a couple people, so I just asked for any newcomers, like, please don't do that. It's not cool. Any reaction channel, it's not cool for you to just drop spoilers or try to over-explain things that we haven't experienced yet. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna hop in. But first, make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell. Helps the channel grow, helps the video reach more people, and I appreciate it a lot. Oh, and last time I wore the hat, there was a bunch of people saying like, oh, how can you even hear the song with the hat on? Guys, all you need to get the sound in is the hole right here, and my hole is open. So I can hear the song. Which, by the way, if you do like the hat, you can buy it. It's in the link in the description. All you have to do is go down to the description and hit my Linktree link and then go to Elsewhere merch. That's for me and my co-host Kat's podcast. It's all about showing community support, building bridges within the YouTube scene. We talk to a lot of artists. We talk to a lot of other reactors. We actually talked to Cliff Beats recently, and we're planning on a lot more people coming through as well. So keep an eye out for my community posts. I always post when we're going live. There'll be a link right on my community post so you could hop in and you could chat with us in the live chat. But anyways, let's hop into an intermission and then right into Jimmy. Weird. What is this, man? Okay. What was it like I love the vibe of this whole thing so far. I also love how sparse and chill it is. I mean, Tool is usually really, really busy. So it's cool, like I said, I think in one of my earlier reactions of this album was they're incorporating more atmosphere. All right, so the lyrics. Verse 1 says, "What was it like to see the face of your own stability suddenly look away, leaving you with the dead and hopeless? 11 and she was gone. 11 is when we waved goodbye. 11 is standing still, waiting for me to free him by coming home." So far, the lyrics are setting a mood for sure. I really like the line, "The face of your own stability suddenly look away, leaving you with the dead and hopeless. 11 is when we waved goodbye. 11 is standing still." That I'm not so sure of yet. I don't want to jump the gun and start trying to speculate, and then my ideas evolve as the song goes on, so I think I'm just going to let the song play out a little bit more and see where it goes from here. But the whole vibe of it so far is really, really cool.
Holding me with a sound, opening me within a gesture, drawing me down and then showing me where it all began. 11. He was too scared to realize you were the voice that's been calling me back home.
Oh,
Under a dead Ohio sky, 11 has been and will be awaiting, defending his light and wandering. Where the hell have I been? Sleeping lost in no mind. Now that I have found you, I am wide awake and headed home.
this has got a weird feel to it, and I mean that in a good way. All right, so verse 2. "Moving me with a sound, opening me within a gesture, drawing me down and in, showing me where it all began. 11. He was too scared to realize you were the voice that's been calling me back home." These lyrics are very mysterious. So a little behind the scenes stuff. I've been sitting here for probably like 5 minutes, just reading the first and second verse over and over again, just trying to get some sort of idea of what it could potentially be about. And I'm still kind of coming up empty here. So I know a little bit about Maynard's mother. I'm wondering if this could be about her in some kind of capacity. I know Maynard's mother was paralyzed for a long time before she passed. And I was thinking maybe like, what was it like to see the face of your own stability suddenly look away, leaving you with the dead and hopeless? Maybe that could be like who she was with at the time. Maybe he abandoned her. Or maybe he's talking about God here. Because I know she was a believer. I've heard Judith by A Perfect Circle. And I know that he really questioned, why would you believe in God when God put you in that chair and left you paralyzed? The only thing that's throwing me off is I don't know what the 11 means. He was too scarred to realize you were the voice that's been calling me home. And I sort of feel like the he in that sentence is Jimmy, but I don't know Jimmy yet. Maybe Jimmy will show himself. So now we're getting to verse 3. "Under a dead Ohio sky, 11 has been and will be waiting, defending his light and wondering, where the hell have I been? Sleeping lost and numb, I'm so glad that I have found you. I am wide awake and heading home." Okay, so I looked up where Maynard came from. He was originally from Ohio, hence Under a Dead Ohio Sky. He also said that I'm headed home, I'm coming home. So I do feel like this could be about his mother. I wonder if 11 could be like his address number or something. I have no idea. I don't know, guys. Just go easy on me because this one's a little hard to understand. I have to say, a strong highlight of this album is just the constant ability of them subverting my expectations. I really felt like Danny stood out there. His percussion work was just really out there and good. And I'm a sucker for the effect that they put on Maynard's voice there, that it's called a reverse reverb. It's a very ghostly sounding sound. They used that effect on his voice in the song Bottom as well. Also a really strange structure to the song. There was no hook. It seemed like there were just a bunch of verses. And in my book, variety is always a good thing, especially on an album. And that's why I like listening to albums in this fashion, where I listen to it all the way through. Because a song like this, if I was to listen to it out of context of the album, it probably would have suffered a little bit, just because it's like, oh, okay, that was a weird structure. And also, there's just so much context I'd be missing from the album. But all right, let's continue the lyrics. I wish that I could see you, turn and run to play. Dreams are fading. Carry my ancient soul. Carry me into the light. Aim your body heavenly. Enduring a memory. I'll come to your light. Hold your light where I can see it. High. And then the final verse is, hold your light, 11. Lead me through each gentle step by step. By inch by loaded memory. I'll move to heal. As soon as pain allows, so we can. Reunite and both move on together. Hold your light, 11. Lead me through each gentle step by step, by inch, by loading memory, until 1 and 1 and 1, 11. So glow, child, glow. I'm headed back home. So it does seem like I'm coming home. He keeps saying I'm coming home, and he's talking about reuniting. So maybe he's talking about he wants to reach back out and reconnect with his family. I'm a little stumped. I think this is about Maynard going back home. It seems like something was keeping him from going back home. I'm not sure what it was. Maybe he's saying something from when he was 11 years old is keeping him from going. Even in the bridge, he says, like, I wish that I could see you, turn and run to play. Like, that sounds childlike. And even at the end, he says, glow, child. And the fact that he's saying this child glows, and he's saying, hold your light, 11, that's making me kind of piece those two things together. But I'm still like kind of stuck in the abstract nature of the song. I can't really find a physical manifestation of the abstract. I'm kind of tempted to look up what the song's about just because it's so mysterious. All right, I'm looking it up. Hey, I was actually sort of right. All right, Maynard James parentheses, Jimmy Keenan. See, I didn't know James and Jimmy were like interchangeable like that. Maynard James Keenan was 11 years old when his mother was affected by an aneurysm that rendered her paralyzed for the rest of her life. Wow, I didn't realize it was that early in his life. I thought he was like in his 20s when that happened. The song is about the pain and fear and other things to follow in the wake of that. All right, so I'm going to go through the lyrics a little bit again. So if Maynard was talking to himself, what was it like to see the face of your own stability suddenly look away, leaving you with the dead and hopeless? Oh man, that's really heartbreaking. 11 and she was gone. 11 is when we waved goodbye. 11 is standing still, waiting for me to free him by coming home. That's really sad. To me, that's saying that he hasn't moved on from that experience. Perhaps he's stunted in a way because of that, or perhaps he just didn't want to see his mother like that. I know if something happened to my mom, that would be hard. That would be very hard. Because you want to be there for them, of course, but it would be such a struggle. I mean, if this is what Maynard was going through and helping her and everything, then no wonder he buried himself in his work and he had 3 bands and all this other stuff going on. I wouldn't want to be doing nothing. I'd rather just do than have the downtime to think about it. So yeah, it seems like he was just too scarred and didn't want to go back home and face the realities of what happened. 11, he was too scarred to realize you were the voice that's been calling me back home. Under a dead Ohio sky, 11 has been and will be waiting, defending his light and wondering where the hell I have been. Sleeping lost and numb, I'm so glad that I have found you. I am wide awake and heading home. He wasn't dealing with it. He was running away. And I think he finally realized, like, I need to confront this. I need to face this, and I should do what's right. That's why he keeps describing 11 as holding the light. That's the lighthouse at night. It's calling him home. It's guiding him to shore. It's guiding him to safety. It's guiding him out of the chaos. Really obscure lyrical writing, but once you know what it's about and figure it out, It's really, really impactful. I mean, I've lost a parent, but I never lost a parent like that. Yeah, my father passed away after a back surgery. He had a heart attack. So it's not like I watched him deteriorate over time or anything. That was all in a matter of like a few days. I cannot even imagine having to watch him go slowly like Maynard did. That's really heartbreaking. And man, I feel bad for the guy. That's rough. And my instinct, of course, is to like, how can I help? How can I be there for him? I hope he had support in those times from his bandmates or other family or something. But that was a good song. I feel like this is one that will grow on me the more I listen to it. You know, there's some songs that you hear right away and you instantly love it. And then there's some songs where you hear it, you like it, but it's not like you have the strong bond with it yet. I feel like the more I listen to it, the more I'm going to form a strong bond with it. If there's anything I missed or any additional information, please leave it in the comments. I would love to hear what maybe Maynard has said about the song, or just what you guys get out of it, what your interpretations are. Because honestly, a lot of your interpretations have added more replay value. And that's the mark of a great song to me, is the replay value, the amount of different interpretations you can get out of it. That takes a lot of skill. But yeah, really, really cool song. Awesome textures and vibe to the whole thing. The whole hold your light and glowing. Like, this song just kind of felt like an illuminating moment for Maynard. But anyways, guys, that's where I'm gonna end the video. I appreciate you stopping in and hanging out with me. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell. It helps the channel grow, helps the video reach more people, and I appreciate it a lot. And wherever you are, I hope you're having a good day, good night, and as always, I look forward to the next one. Peace.